How's it going, guys? I'll be on in just a second. I really appreciate everybody's patience. We're gonna open up the tent and be just a second. I gotta get something to drink. You guys hear me? Anybody out there? Let me pull up the live chat here because I have a problem with. Actually, I think I'll be able to see the chats as they come in, I think. Hello, creators. How you doing? The sound's okay? Sound okay, babe? Check. 1 2 1 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we're live. Thank you all so much for coming back to the stream, to my channel. It's been an amazing last few days. I've met some new friends, some new gromies, and we're gonna keep. Sound is good. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. Now, what we learned from the last live, last week, that was my first time showing the girls on a live stream. So I learned a little bit from that. I was the stream ended, basically went about my business. You know, it was a good stream. I was like, oh, that went pretty well. You know, went to sleep. Just another day, right? Woke up to the restriction. So the live was restricted later. So there must be some type of gap of when the live ends to when the algorithm does the review. But we did get restricted on the last live. They, of course, approved the appeal, so really appreciate that, YouTube. Thank you so much. And we're going to do the same thing, except there's a lot more growth, of course, than the last episode, the last live. You guys, there's a lot of growth in here. I'm pulling clones tomorrow, or I'm pulling clones on Friday. I haven't decided yet because, I don't know, part of me wants to let them grow. Part of me is like, just go ahead and pull a couple. Mr. Better, hi, how you doing? Thank you so much for stopping by the stream. We're getting ready to take. Hey, how's it going? Live on TikTok. I do have a TikTok, just not active on that platform right now. I really just enjoy YouTube. I've always been a YouTuber, so this is kind of my home base from the beginning. We're from Missouri over here. Hey, Tyreek, how you doing? But yeah, basically, guys, it was restricted, and I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. I know you all want to see. But basically, I woke up to it. They approved the appeal. We were good after that. So we do have some nice progress over here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to get this off of the hook here. Oh. All right. You guys are looking at Kongzilla on the left. I know the video may be reversed, so somebody mentioned that in the last live that the video was reversed, and it looks like we're seeing. Are you camping? No, well, these are tents, but not those type of tents today. I'm not sure what I should do. If I should just go ahead and pull some clones tomorrow, or let it catch up, because if you guys notice, Wampa Treats is not pushing out near as many shoots. Kongzilla is a lot bushier. It's not that the genetics are bad, it's just that every plant's different, you know, and this is a Gorilla Glue line, so I mean, this one I expected to be a little bushier. I'm really happy with the progress, though. They're basically just looking like two nice little bushes. Wampa Treats is almost even caught up as far as height. Again, we're not topping these, ladies and gentlemen. Over the last few days, I've gained a lot of subscribers. I really appreciate everyone. Thank you so much. I want to just first thank everyone. And I've had a lot of feedback. I've had a lot of comments. And I thought the last video intrigued some interest. I was curious about the seeds because I've had them and taken care of them, and they're ready to go. I don't know. I've been holding on to them. I'm like, Well, this would be a good opportunity to talk about those. But yeah, Wampa Treats, I can tell that she's catching up, but just not as vigorous a growth. But again, yeah, I've seen so many good videos out there, so many good growers, new growers. Again, like I was saying in the last live, ladies and gentlemen, YouTube continues to send me to growers. It continues to feed me. The algorithm feeds me. I feed the algorithm and then it feeds me. If that makes sense. But I've had to tuck some of these away, these shoots. I've actually been tucking them under the leaves because I really don't want to get rid of this one yet. I mean, I love the size, but oh, I have to keep it vertical. That's one thing about the lives. Hopefully in the future they can change it. You can do vertical or horizontal depending on your phone, but right now they only allow you to do vertical lives. That's another tip on the lives, guys. If you want to go vertical, if you set it up through your phone, unfortunately it doesn't give you the option to save the live chat. Now, the difference in that is if you don't save the live chat, all your comments will disappear when your live's over. So the best way to do it, or the way to get by that, is to set it up through your YouTube studio, set the live up as a mobile live, and then go back in and you have to check mark the live chat replay. You have to check that box. That is just some little things that kind of annoy me about it, but hey, you learn it and you master it, you know. Hey, Robert Perez, thank you so much for stopping by the chat and the channel. There's a lot of growers out there, guys. I didn't, being on YouTube, you see so much and you learn so much, and I'm telling you, everybody's doing their thing, and I am just happy to be kind of in the mix out here. I'm down. I'm more of a community guy. I really try to lift people up, everybody the best they can. I've seen small channels out there not getting any love, and I was one of them. I'm getting a little bit more now. Hard work does pay off. YouTube has definitely not been the friendliest to everyone. It's not as easy for everybody as it is for some people. So it's just helping other people, building community has been such a huge thing for me in this on this space. I just wow. And and also the camera that I got. I couldn't have asked for a better opportunity to kind of test it out and see how it does. And as you guys can see, for cannabis, it does really well. I'm shooting this on my iPhone right now, but the camera that I'm using for all my grow footage, guys, on my grow series is the Osmo Pocket 3. Unfortunately, the price did go up on that camera. I bought it right before the price jumped, so it is an expensive camera. There's a lot of options, obviously, in the camera world out there, but I would recommend it. It's been a great camera for me. I was able to get it before the price jump, so I don't know. I haven't really researched the cameras out there that are available right now, guys, so definitely do your research. I always do my research and everything, and that's why you're seeing this beautiful plant right here. That's one of the reasons you're seeing these beautiful plants, is because everything matters with cannabis. If you want to grow top shelf, if you want it to be the connoisseur cannabis that you're like, oh my gosh, you go and your mouth waters. You're just like, oh my gosh, the terpenes. If you want that type of cannabis, you're going to have to put in the work. I hand water these girls. It's just so delicate, such a delicate craft. Or you can make it not a delicate craft. But I think I saw somebody saying that high quality top shelf cannabis is not profitable. It's just not made to be profitable, guys, because you have to take such care of it. You veg these things out for as long as you want. And I'm going to tell you right now, my clones that I'm going to pull, I'm really excited about it, because the clones that I've pulled in the past, some of them even more, they're more, I would say they have more medicinal power in them than the original mothers sometimes. I couldn't believe it. I was like, it's almost like it just marinates over time. You know, the clones is just never ending life. The life just keeps going on and on. That's one thing that I like about photos. You know, I see a lot of people growing autoflowers, and I personally can't go back to autoflowers because these two girls are going to fill up this entire tent. I only need two plants. I mean, you could probably put one. Yeah, you could put one in here and fill up the whole plant. But photos are just give you that flexibility to grow it as much as you want, and then if you decide you want to go ahead and flip it, then flip it. And that was another thing. I wasn't sure when I should flip these, so definitely if you guys have a opinion, I was thinking in 2 to 3 weeks I want to flip these to flower. So what do you guys think? Because we're looking at, and when I am going to move them into the other tent, they're going to be into 4x4, so they have more room to stretch out, and I have no risk of touching each other as they continue to grow. So I'm thinking about 2 weeks, maybe 2 to 3. We'll see. We'll see the progress. Right now, this one's getting really bushy over here, and I'm gonna have to do some defoliation. I was gonna take off a couple leaves today. I did take off one. Like I was saying earlier, I'd usually take like one a day if I can. We're not topping again. This is the first plant I've not messed with. It's because I'm still going to do some training, some low stress training. We're still going to pull, we're going to pull these down. We're going to pull this down. We're going to pull this down over here. I'm going to pick out a couple clones. We have some work we're going to continue to do on the plant. I'm not going to just let it go, I guess, per se. But it's kind of fun just to let it see what it looks like. I forgot what video I was watching, but somebody else was just saying something. They're like, I'm just gonna let this one go and see what happens. It's just there's kind of a fun aspect to that in a way. Let the plant just do its thing. I get it. People want to get big yields and they want to. This is more of an experimental, educational type experience for me right now. Not exactly going for the gigantic yields. More just want to share the genetics and what can be accomplished with the right tools. Right? If we have the right education and the right tools, you can accomplish a lot, and it doesn't really matter what it is. It could be cannabis. It could be really anything in life. It's I love mastering crafts, mastering things. It's just all so interesting to me. But thank you guys so much. Probably be on here for a few more minutes. Hopefully, a few people stop by and say hi. If not, I know they will catch the live stream after or the replay. And thank you all so much. If you're growing and I haven't visited your channel, make sure to leave a comment. I'll sub and I'll support your journey because it's really tough being a cannabis creator on here. I wouldn't even call myself a weed tuber. I know that term's been thrown around a lot, weed tubers, but it's more of a alternative gardening, ladies and gentlemen. I prefer a little bit of a different terminology if I'm going to discuss the type of content that this would be. Obviously, we know the end result of all this, and that's another thing I was interested in checking out is the algorithm, like what testing it and seeing what is going to remain restricted, what is not. And I think so far, cured flower is for the most part restricted, at least on my channel. Maybe other people have had the opportunity to show it and have reach, but I was going to do a video on being a small YouTube cannabis YouTuber and trying to grow your channel and how important it is to have really every aspect of your video be educational or entertainment. Really, consuming on camera, stuff like that, you're not going to be able to really grow your channel per se. You can, if you have an audience, obviously already, people are still going to watch your content, but a good example of this, ladies and gentlemen, would be the last episode from the Senior Savvy Cannabis. She's been putting out some good educational content over there. YouTube shared her video, and she was able to get really good reach early. But if you look at her last episode, ladies and gentlemen, it had, I think, 900 views on the last time I checked. And it's because she was in a dispensary and she was kind of talking about the products and stuff, just stuff that they simply will not they will not let you appeal that. I mean, you can, but it will be rejected. So just knowing what you for sure can appeal and what's allowed is really important, if you're trying to grow your channel and meet new people, because otherwise you're not going to meet other cannabis growers as fast if you don't have reach. And that's one reason I'm happy with that I was able to study this stuff before I even kind of niche down into cannabis. But I couldn't be happier where I'm at right now and where my subscribers are at. I've seen a lot of your guys' grows, and I've seen a lot of this outdoor grow stuff. It really makes me a little jealous. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I have not had an outdoor grow before, and I want to very soon, but I'm just afraid with our climate here, it's going to be really hard for me to keep one healthy because it's been 90s outside. I mean, I don't know. I'm just gonna have to see if it works. Maybe next year. I'm not gonna do it this year, but maybe next year. It's definitely a goal. It's a bucket list item to have an outdoor grow. But looking amazing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so happy with this. She's bushing out wonderfully. She's kind of growing out again instead of up straight. She's kind of growing out and up, and the light has been. Let's see where it is now, guys. I've had it on 2. I think we're sitting at 2. Yeah, guys, I've had it on really low settings on my lights, and that's a recipe I was hoping. Like I said, I'm going to start writing down a lot more stuff or keeping track of this stuff because the grow episodes have helped me keep track of stuff a lot. I've been able to kind of track how far along these are, and it's been really helpful. But I hope you guys are doing well out there. It's what is it? Wednesday? Yeah, hump day. Tomorrow's July 3rd already. We have the 4th of July coming up. Wow. I mean, time's flying. I cannot believe. And that's why I couldn't believe when I woke up the other day and like I had 320 subscribers. I was like, wow. Like it blows my mind, guys. Like when I hit 300, I was excited, and then all of a sudden 320 and I'm like, I don't know. I'm happy YouTube sharing my content with other people because that's another thing is most of my content is being watched by people that are not subscribed to me. So that's how you're able to get subscribers is YouTube's helping. You know, they're actually helping me. And like, for example, the last video, YouTube, I have more viewers from YouTube recommendations than I do from my subscribers. You know, and people are busy. I understand. They eventually will get around to watching the videos, but it's awesome, guys. Such a privilege to be able to do this right now. I'm not gonna lie. But thank you guys so much. We're at 18 minutes. I'm gonna be around for about 10 more. Let's see. I'm drinking some beautiful seltzer right now. But yeah, we did a watering today, and I think they're good. I've seen really again, like I was saying in the last episode, on the last live, I've seen really no deficiency. Now the issue I'm having, you guys can see the sticky traps. It's because I did notice we had a few more little critters crawling down there in the soil, and I was like, you know, I'm not gonna let you guys fester in this soil. So I just put an end to that, ladies and gentlemen. I put an end to that. But anyway, there we go. Oh. Anyways, thank you guys so much, and again, leave a comment. If I'm not subscribed to your channel and you're a grower, I'm surprised. I'm not gonna lie. Because YouTube just keeps feeding me people. I do kind of a 50-50. I'll be on my home stretch. I'll watch the home page. It'll recommend stuff to me, but then I'll switch over to my subscribers and make sure I hit all my subscribers. Make sure I'm not missing out on their grows. Sometimes I might be late to your video. It might be like a day or something later, but it's just, I'll eventually watch it, guys. Like I was saying in my last video, I could watch this stuff all day, but obviously we have to do other things in our life besides take care of plants, right? But I'm super excited. I'm trying to think of what's next. So, well, actually what's next is we're going to pull clones, but I haven't decided if I'm just going to do Kongzilla. I think I'm actually just going to do Kongzilla because, again, there's not as many opportunities on the Wampa treats right now, and I think it might just be because it's about a week behind. So I'll give it a few more days, and I think she will catch up. I do see a lot more growth right here, as you can see, coming out the top here. It's just this structure's a little higher on the Kongzilla, just a little bit more bushy, And there you guys can see that. So also, any tips? If you guys have any tips, any recommendations, like I asked earlier, how long do you think I should veg these? Because I want to make sure, again, I'm not going to go for the biggest yield ever, guys. I just want nice, healthy plants, you know? Um, and we're going to move on to the next ones because I'm going to take some clones and then I'm hoping to have a couple more strains or a couple more genetics um, in dirt. Hopefully by the end of the year. I hope by the end of the year. But thank you all for the love. Thank you all for the hundreds. I appreciate you guys so much. And but yeah, we're gonna move to the 4x4 too. That's the next part. And I'm excited about that. That light, I'm gonna have to be careful because again, guys, I forgot his name, but I got to go back and check on him and see how he's doing with the Evo 10 because I think he just got an Evo 10. So I'm curious how the recipe that he's using, the light recipe, because all that stuff is just so critical when you're indoors, you know. So anyway, everything's looking good, guys. We're at about 70 degrees and we're about 65 to 70 humidity in there. I did move this around so it's on a plant right now. But our VPD, we're keeping it at about 0.8 to 1. Okay, 0.8 to 1. VPD is important, guys. All these metrics that you have to continue to meet on the plant. Who was it? I saw somebody lost power. I think it was the feral grower. Might be the feral grower, or the feral planter. Sorry if I got that wrong. He lost power. I think I saw a short, and I felt, man, when that happens, there's nothing you can do. You just have to kind of go with it. Don't panic. Just try to go get some lights, like he did. Try to go get some the best light you can, or you know, I think I had some fans that, or what, I don't know what I was using, some battery powered stuff that I had when our power went out. That's the struggle of growing indoors. You know, you're kind of at the mercy of your electricity. Without that, you know, you guys, they could go outside. That's another option, I guess. If you're in an environment or climate that you could do that, you could technically just take them outside. In his instance, I think he had the scrog going, so that would have been a little bit difficult because he'd have to pull out the scrog, then move the plants. I mean, that would have been a whole ordeal. But if you're lucky enough to not have it going yet, have that going, that setup, or have that going yet, you could technically just put them outside. And if we lived in a better environment, I think I'd have an awesome outdoor grow. I'm afraid of the heat and the bugs, guys. I'm gonna have to study outdoor growing more because I've only studied really the indoor stuff. As far as I don't know. I haven't had any good luck, or haven't had any friends that have had good luck with outdoor grows, just because of the environment, the environmental stress out here. But I love the greenhouses out there too. I see people have greenhouses. Grow in a Hole has a greenhouse. There's a couple other people, like names don't come to me, but it's just, that's kind of a bucket list for me. That'd be amazing just to have like a nice outdoor greenhouse or something you can. Wow, guys, it's just awesome. I'm so excited. YouTube is kind of my first step into this journey. So I appreciate everyone coming along with me. The brand that we are going to launch, and by the fall we'll have the brand officially launched, is Modern Cannabis Missouri Luxury by Nature. That is going to be basically my brand, our brand, that we will be able to have merchandise, guys. We'll have things. It's not going to be flour, obviously, but that is one thing I did yesterday. Is I went ahead and got my cultivation license, guys. Of course, everything is completely legal. What I'm doing here, this is all personal for me. This is educational, obviously, on YouTube, entertainment, and here in my state, this is all legal, of course, for me to do this. So that's what I'm saying. I'm very lucky. I wish everybody had this opportunity. It's just so. Oh, and then also in other countries, you know, not even talking about states. Then you go outside of the country and you're like, wow, you imagine people are just, I don't know. I heard something about some country was just pulled back. There was another YouTuber that was talking about that. He said some country just reversed their laws on cannabis, which I thought was interesting. Like they said it was okay, then they pulled it back. I don't know the details, guys, but Zelens, hey, how you doing? So good to see you. Thank you for coming by the stream. yeah, we're just hanging out. Just wanted to hang out for about 30 minutes, guys. Usually I try to keep my lives around 30 minutes or so, just to kind of check in, say hi. I'm going to be working on the next episode. Like I said, we're going to pull colognes from Kongzilla. So I'm going to be starting that here probably maybe tonight. Yeah, I might start it tonight. I start the new episode tonight, and that'll be episode 13. So hopefully in the next 48 to 72 hours, I'll have the new episode out. I'm going to go over my cloning techniques. I know everybody has their own way of doing things, but there's a couple little tips that I haven't seen anybody present that I want to show. So I'm kind of excited to show it. Nothing too crazy, guys. This isn't groundbreaking information, but just little things that are going to help your clones root better. So, and I'm really excited to show that to you guys. I just haven't figured out how I'm going to set up the camera yet. We'll figure it out though. We'll get through it. But thanks, guys. Thank you all so much. 26 minutes. It is July 3rd. Hope everyone has an amazing 4th of July. If you're seeing this, definitely be safe out there, guys, with the fireworks. We had somebody in Kansas City that their house completely, I don't even want to say it out loud. It's horrible. It's gone. Let's just say their house is gone. They were building some type of explosives, fireworks. So just be safe, guys. Please be safe out there. Yes, guys, can you see? I can't see the way it looks, but Kongzilla is a week ahead. Week ahead. At least. Now, if I go back and I track the episodes and I timestamp, look at the timestamps on the dates and stuff when I uploaded, I could probably even pinpoint it. That's why I'm going to get better, guys. That was one of my goals this month, is to get better writing things down. I've been better about the watering. My schedule is completely written down on I got Excel spreadsheets covering everything. It's funny, actually, kind of, but I'm excited because I got to talk to Big Ben. I got to see what he thinks about it, because he hasn't seen my plants for a month. They were babies. He saw my plants when they were babies, and he's like, oh man, those are looking good. I can't wait to show him now. He's gonna be like, and this is his soil, so he's like, he recommended to me, so I can't wait. He's gonna be pumped to see that stuff. Yeah, it is a long name, right? But yeah, guys, just definitely thank you. Really, thank you, everyone. I show everyone as much love as I can, equal to everyone. I try to be cool to everybody. I don't think that is one thing I love about YouTube, is I haven't really noticed any like too many egos or anything going on in the that's usually one thing about cannabis, a lot of egotistical stuff. A lot of people, like, they think they're like that guy. I think there was a troll earlier. He said, I'm the master grower or something. Well, I mean, some people actually think that, guys, and they might be, they might not be. I mean, but just being self-aware and being humble, right? It's just, everybody's trying. They may not have as beautiful plants as you, or you may not have as big a garden as them. You don't want to compare yourself to other people. You're doing your own thing. Oh, then show us your grow. Yeah, if they don't have a grow and they're not even showing anything, then then I guess you could say, well, come on. That's right. But yeah, guys, I mean, it's just really about just be respectful, be humble. That's another thing about growing your YouTube channel. As a young cannabis creator, I would definitely network. Networking is important. Show your love to other cannabis channels that are out there doing the same thing. Some of them will show it back. Some of them won't. I've definitely seen that. That is one thing I've noticed about YouTube. Some creators out there are a little bit nicer than others, as far as like, but it's okay. Everybody's doing the best they can, guys, so. But thanks so much. We're about 29 minutes, guys. I'm going to hang on just for a few more minutes, because just in case anybody else stops by. But yeah, I appreciate everybody. This has been awesome. It's been such a great month. June was like this. That was the launch of the grow, and then I was starting to brainstorm on what I could do next, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna do what I do. We're just gonna do a grow series. So once I decided to make that decision, I was like, it has been easy. It's been natural, and that is one thing about YouTube too, is you want to just do something that's natural. If you're trying to grow any type of niche, just do what you love to do and show people that you love to do it, and they're going to appreciate that, especially people that are trying to do the same thing and they're trying to learn and trying to do the best they can. And you can apply that to any niche, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, these ladies, they're still, we're on an 18.6 right now. Just FYI too. I don't know if I've even said that, but 18 hours, 6 off. Um, I was doing 17.7. I just play with it. I keep them pretty much 18.6 the whole time until we go to 12.12. Again, I'm going to ask again, if anybody's out there, I don't know if they're watching, how long do you guys think I should wait to? I'm going to judge them a week or two, but I don't want to get them like giant. I mean, I'm not trying to grow like gigantic plants because I don't want to run out of this soil. I have to. That's one reason I have to talk to Ben and see what he would say, because these are 5 gallon pots. I don't know all of the exact nutrients he's put into these things. I don't know. It didn't come with the disclaimer on the soil like, hey, you have to flip them by this time or you're going to run out of this or blah, blah, blah. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be part of the journey. You guys get to kind of learn with me and see this with I'm learning too still, even though I know the basics. You kind of, you get your feet wet for a couple years, and it's just, there's always room to grow and learn. So, but thank you all so much. I'm gonna get off here, guys. Thank you. If you have any questions, please leave a question. If you have any feedback for me, if I'm doing something that looks a little off, everybody's been super nice. I mean, it's okay. You can give me critical or give me constructive criticism. I know I need to do training on these. There's things I'm like, I know I need to do that. Obviously, the training's gonna happen. I'm gonna do a little bit of training on them. I don't want to cut a bunch of it off though. I'm not gonna do a bunch of defoliating just yet. Just yet. We will take off, like I said, I take off a leaf a day, try to just pluck at it here and there. Um, but right now they're stable. I think I have noticed that they're not growing as fast because my temperatures down here do stay a little bit lower unless I keep the tent completely closed. That's another thing. I don't need the humidifier anymore, guys, which is amazing. The humidity is now right where it needs to be, and if there's any issue, the tent will pull it out. Now, that's another thing I was going to talk about. Actually, I forgot to talk about the positive pressure. I had someone that mentioned they are using positive pressure. Now, I would like to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm actually going to do it because I haven't done it before, and they sounded pretty confident about what they were saying. So I'm going to try it, but we're going to have to do it on this side, on this tent over here. Um, so that'll be interesting. That's going to be new for me. Um, oh no, you're good, Zelens. It's fine. It wasn't too much. I don't think I went over too much. I just kind of showed the girls close up. I talked about the restrictions because what happens on the lives, they don't. Well, I wonder if it's just a variable time that they restrict it, because my last live didn't get restricted until like the middle of the night that night. So it was like my live was going for like 5 hours, and then YouTube was like struck it. Now they did it. They once I appealed it, they put it back out there, and I think it ended up pushing to a few people. They saw it. It was great. It actually turned out to be one of my best lives. Um, so I don't know exactly how this one will how this one will play out. They may restrict it right when I end the live. I don't know. I don't really. Now I will say on the posts, if you post a picture of your flower, like just to post a picture of the leaf, like your plants, I haven't had any issues with that on YouTube posts, quote unquote posts. Now, what that means is when you go to your posts, like your community posts, you guys probably know what I'm talking about. But if you show a picture there of your plants, I haven't had any issues on that of YouTube saying, hey, that's restricted. So they're not restricting pictures, at least. So that's nice. I mean, nice of them. Um, but again, I'm seeing other platforms, guys. They're still restricting hardcore content on Facebook. I don't even want to say it out loud because YouTube doesn't like their competitors to be discussed. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. I'm going to get off here. I will see you in the next 72 hours at the latest, probably for the next episode 13. We're going to pull clones off Kongzilla. Like I said, I'm going to have a couple good tips. I think I've seen people out there wonder why they're not being able to root their clones, or they're having trouble rooting their clones. And there's just something specific that I do, that I learned from other growers, that I have not seen as much of as I would like to see in the cloning space. So it's not going to be anything new for a lot of you probably. So, um, oh yeah, yeah. I mean oh gosh, that's a whole nother rabbit hole about robots checking, because I'm still not getting comment notifications, guys. Hey, Lucky, what's up? See, I'm glad I stayed on. I can see a couple more of you guys. Appreciate it, man. How's it going? Yeah, that's another thing. I'm not getting comment notifications on YouTube. They're not sending, when someone comments on my videos or when someone responds to me, they're not sending me any emails. Now, when I'm inside the application, it gives me a notification. So I get the notification, but something happened, like on the last episode or something, something last weekend. There was a date. I even have the exact date, the timestamp. It stopped sending me notifications. So if you comment, I may not see your comment right away because sometimes I'll check my email for comments before I'm on the app, or I'll see my email before I see the app. So if you comment and I don't respond right away, it's probably because I haven't seen it yet. So give me like 24 to 48 hours. I will be on it. I try to respond to every comment. That is one thing. I will respond to every comment until I can't. If it ever gets to the point on my channel where I'm getting so many comments that I can't respond, that'll be that's a whole nother episode. But until then, I will respond, and I do support everyone on their YouTube journey, really, no matter what niche it is. I don't really like every niche, but I do try to support everybody. Anyway, take care, guys. Much love to everyone. I'll see you in the next 72 hours for episode 13. Hopefully, if there's anything that changes with that, obviously, I'll let you know. But take care of yourselves out there. I'll see you tomorrow or on the next episode, whichever comes first. Take care out there, guys.